You guys already know that I've been on a mission to declutter the inside of the house, but as you can see, our garage has been a little bit neglected. Let me show you the person who truly made all this mess. John, come here. I'm not taking all the blame for this one. This is mainly John's garage. John's mainly going to clean it. I'm just going to help.
And here it is in all her glory. Let me tell you, this garage has been used and abused. I'm also ashamed to say we've actually never mopped the floors in here.
This is actually my parking spot. We're going to start in this corner. Goal is to declutter this whole shelf and hopefully all of the paint here on this window.
We've lived in this house for almost 6 years now, and every day I've had to pull into this cluttered parking spot. We have cleaned off those shelves behind us a couple of times. But with 4 kids and a man that likes to come out and use a lot of power tools, things can get messy pretty fast. If you've been here for a minute, you'll know that we used to have an Etsy page. We used to sell homemade live edge mantles where we would actually mill the wood ourselves from our backyard. And I used to make little signs, so he would cut the wood for me for those as well. So John's acquired a lot of tools over the years. And unfortunately, a lot of sanding was done in this garage. And if you've done any work with sanding, you'll know that it can get so messy. And we did our best to clean up after it, there's really only so much you can do when it comes to wood and sand. In one of these hundreds of Milwaukee bags that John has, he found an old vape pen and thought it would be a good idea to take a hit of it. And I think it made him feel sick. I even had a few of my random gardening stuff over here on these shelves as well. Some random pots and some of the little American flags that I used to decorate come 4th of July. There really was no rhyme or reason to anything that were on these shelves. For the most part, it was power tools, but there was also random seasonal decor and old kid stuff that we never used anymore. I'll be honest, we definitely were doing some bickering while tackling this project. I don't know if it's just John or all men, but I feel like they have a really hard time parting with their stuff, especially when it comes to tools. Men love their power tools, and I love a man that can use a power tool. So I'm certainly not hating, but I feel like if the power tool has seen its day and it doesn't work anymore, it's time to go. Or if you just don't use that power tool anymore, maybe it's time to donate it or give it to someone that will. I had to talk some sense into John quite a few times just to remind him of the reason why we were out here in the first place. I told him he was going to feel so much better after getting rid of some of this stuff and having a place for all of his stuff. And don't get me wrong, I think there was a few times I was definitely getting on his nerves, but I knew in the long run he would appreciate all of my help. Wink, wink. In all seriousness, I think he really did appreciate my help. Click that follow button right now if you haven't already, because this garage really does come a long way. We ended up getting rid of so much stuff and organized it in a way where we didn't spend any money at all. I almost never spend any money in any of my decluttering projects because, let's be real, all of that extra organization stuff is so expensive, especially in today's economy. You got to work with what you have. I feel like if anything, we may end up ordering some hooks just for safety reasons. There's actually a lot of really old nails sticking out everywhere in this garage because whoever used to live here must have used nails to hang things, which in return we have used some of those same nails to hang things as well. But it definitely does make me nervous with kids and even myself. I'm super clumsy. I do have an uncle as a little boy who was climbing in his garage, fell, and stabbed his eye on a nail sticking out of the wall. So needless to say, those can definitely be a hazard. We're just getting started. Click that follow button. Next, I move over to my husband's paints and almost give him a heart attack. Have used nails to hang things, which in return we have used some of those same nails to hang things as well. But it definitely does make me nervous with kids and even myself. I'm super clumsy. I do have an uncle as a little boy who was climbing in his garage, fell, and stabbed his eye on a nail sticking out of the wall. So needless to say, those can definitely be a hazard. We're just getting started. Click that follow button. Next, I move over to my husband's paints and almost give him a heart attack.